Hey y'all, it's Caitlin, and in this video I'm going to be sharing some tips that help me stay better organized and just stay on track. And just a little disclaimer, I'm not saying that these are like foolproof or anything. It really depends on your own personal experiences and preferences, but this is just what works for me, and it's helped me out a lot in knowing where my papers and stuff are and just not having to go through an entire backpack of trash. My first tip, which I think is kind of the easiest and the most important, is in order to stay organized, try to limit how unorganized that you get. Put things in the right place the first time. My second tip, which is to clean out your things regularly, goes along with my first tip in the sense that if you don't put things away in the right place the first time, you're going to have to clean out your things more often. For me, when I go through my backpack, which is like every other day, I check to see if I have enough lead, enough paper, make sure all of my important papers are signed, like report cards or whatnot, and also to make sure that my notes are in order and that I don't have things that are not actually in my binder rings. And the third thing that benefits me from cleaning out my backpack is to make sure I don't have any unnecessary clutter, like papers that need to be put in a different place, and they're just like taking up space in my binder. Snack wrappers, crumpled up papers at the bottom of my backpack, is to get those things that I don't need out and to make sure I have everything that I do need in order and prepared. My third tip is to keep track of your assignments, and I like to use my planner for this, which I'm going to be doing a video on, but you don't have to. I know some people work better just using the calendar in their phone. I know last year when I was in between planners, I just took a sheet of paper, like a sheet of lined paper, put it in the front of my binder, and every time a teacher said, okay, we're going to be doing this on this day, this on this day, I would write that down, and it kept me pretty well organized. I just preferred the planner, but either way, there needs to be somewhere where you keep track of when assignments are due. My fourth tip kind of goes along with the third tip, which is to keep track of your tasks and like to-do list type things. I keep my to-do list on a sticky note in the front of my planner, and this is just like a daily to-do list. So if I find out I have homework, I'll be like, check front pocket and binder, because that's where I usually keep my homework, like rewrite answer number 7 on language arts paper or something like that. Some things are really small, and also it can be like restock paper. I might forget to do that. Repack your pen so you can give the other Caitlin her pen back. Just little things that aren't like really big homework tasks, just things that I probably will forget if I don't write them down. I stick them here on a bright piece of paper in the front of my planner just so I can see it every day. Tip 5 and 6 kind of only relate to me personally. I think they're the least useful tips out of this entire thing, but tip 5 is to label your work, which I guess is actually kind of useful. But for me, I like to put a title on everything I do. I already always put my name, the class, and the class period in case I lose something and someone wants to return it to me. But I also like to put a title on things because, like, let's say world history, we do a lot of question sheets, and I like to know what the questions what the answers actually go to. So I'll put like chapter 1, section 2, and that just helps me order things. Also, the date can tell me if I did this before this or any different types of orders. Tip number 6 is to separate your current work from your completed work, and this one I really don't think anybody else does this, but it's just me. And the reason I do this is because I have just a 1-inch binder to have 3 core classes and 1 elective class in, and then I have a folder for math. So I like to take all my not used notes out of there to keep it slim, and I just put everything in a file folder or accordion file, and this is not the one I use for school, it was just the nearest one to me. But I take the things, like once we're done with the chapter, I would take out my notes and put it in my accordion file, and then at the end of the quarter when we have our exams, just take everything out and study it. But it just keeps my binder compact. So that's all of my tips. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this and got something out of it, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.